He walked into my courtroom owing $4,800. Before I could ask him a single question, he turned to the man suing him and said, "I'm sorry. I've always owed you this. I know that in 30 years on the bench, I can count on one hand the defendants who opened with that." If you believe real accountability is rarer than it should be, subscribe, because this case reminded me why I never stopped believing in it. Marcus Webb lent $4,800 to Gerald Fitch, both veterans. They had met through a support group. Gerald signed a repayment agreement, made 3 payments, then went silent for 18 months. Marcus had every right to be sitting there with that tight expression. The paperwork was solid, the math was clear. Then Gerald opened his folder. 4 months after the loan, a car accident aggravated a service injury from 2 combat tours. He lost his part-time income. His VA payment alone barely covered rent and food. He didn't sue. The other driver didn't file an injury claim. I asked him why not. I don't like asking people for things. Stubborn, not smart, but deeply human. I told him clearly that pride had a cost and Marcus was carrying it. Gerald nodded, no excuses. Then I looked at the bank statements. For 6 months, Gerald had been sending Marcus $50 a month. Marcus had received nothing. Because Marcus had closed that account and forgotten he'd given Gerald the number. The money came back each time. Gerald never noticed. Marcus never knew Gerald was trying. The room went very still. This was not a deadbeat. This was 2 men both carrying shame, both staying silent, who never made the one phone call that would have ended all of it. I awarded Marcus $3,600, reduced $300 for Gerald's documented good faith transfers, ordered $150 monthly payments based on his verified income. Then I said to Marcus, "When did you last call this man and simply ask what was happening?" He looked down. 3 months later, both payments had arrived on time. Marcus had called Gerald to confirm the new account number. 10 minutes, that's all it took. 18 months of silence, 1 lawsuit, 1 courtroom, 10 minutes. Sometimes people cannot have the hard conversation until they are forced to. That is what courts are for. If this story stayed with you, share it with someone who has a call they keep putting off. It might be the nudge they need.